This week on Q Points, we are celebrating the Banjee Boombox Festival. Banjee Boombox is a fiscally sponsored, vibrant QT BIPOC festival dedicated to the celebration, amplification, and cultivation of safe spaces for the diverse voices of women, non-binary individuals, and LGBTQIA+ artists, DJs, and musicians. Their mission is to create an inclusive platform that not only showcases the incredible talent within the community, but also fosters an environment where every unique voice can be heard and appreciated. On this episode, we welcome festival performer Dai Burger.
Welcome back, folks, to another Q Points podcast exclusive as we continue to get you ready and hyped for Banjee Boombox August 3rd, straight in the planet of Brooklyn, New York. And there's going to be a plethora of performance artists that are going to be there on the stage. And Jerry, we have the pleasure and the honor of speaking with one of the premier artists that is going to be showing up on the Banjee Boombox stage on August 3rd. I'm talking about none other Q Points podcast family. Let's welcome Dai Burger. What's goody, Dai Burger? How you feeling?
Hey, y'all. What's up, team? Hey, Shay. Hey, Daniel.
How you feeling today, first of all?
I'm feeling good, just getting excited, ready for all the festivities because, it's almost that time. The annual Banjee Boombox is coming back, so I'm just getting in my feels and getting ready.
All right, so let's get right to it and introduce you to our Q Points podcast family. You are from one of the thoroughest boroughs, and this is coming from somebody who grew up in Brooklyn, but you are from one of the thoroughest boroughs when it comes to hip hop and talent. I'm talking about none other than Queens. Yes. Queens is a legendary hip hop location as far as history is concerned. Tell us about your connection and your roots as far as the music is concerned and how Queens has kind of molded you as the artist you are today.
All right. Well, growing up in Queens is just cool because, your people from your neighborhood are the people at your school and, some other neighborhoods. So you kind of get to know everybody. And this was before social media and stuff. So if you were popular, you was popular because you was popular in real life. There was nothing to tell. So it was all word of mouth. Either you representing or, they don't know you. So I just kind of always put on, represented. I was always kind of like a weird fashion-y kid, so I was known more for that. They like, she from Queens, but why she got a mohawk? Or like, why is she like, her sneakers all dirty and stuff? Just doing different stuff. And I guess, it just kind of helped me to stand out and always want to do something different, whether it was fashion-wise or what clubs I was in. I like to dance a lot and just always be in the creative spaces at school, So that, and I say that's Queens because you have the New York fashion, you outside, you see what everybody else is wearing, but trying to put your own little spin on it. So it's like just using your roots, but still being yourself. So I found a way to like navigate that,
And what part of Queens are you from again?
I'm from like St. Albans, Laurelton, Cambria Heights. So that's like North Jamaica.
Okay.
North Jamaica. Yeah. Not Southside. Not Southside,
Absolutely.
y'all.
Absolutely, because you got North Side, because you got all the influences right there in just one borough. And I just like let the people know, just give them a taste, a quick synopsis of Dai Burger, the performance artist, and what they can expect on your latest project, which we're going to get into a little bit.
Yes. Well, again, in always not trying to be different and just always just kind of naturally being different. I always wanted to speak on topics that like maybe didn't exist. So my songs, I'm always thinking of just like, what's a song no one's talking about? I want to be the one to talk about that. So I would come up with these quirky ideas or things, and I would always bring them to life. Like I have this talent, I'll call it, of just thinking of something really cool and then finding a way to actually bring it to life. So I used to like shoot my own videos, me and my best friend with the phone or whatever little cameras we had. So it was kind of just like, we didn't even know we were building a brand. We're just doing stuff. But the more you're consistent, you're low-key building a brand. So I was low-key building a brand and didn't even know it. We just thought we were like let's put this video out.
Yeah.
Let's record this song on the MacBook and put it out. And when it's getting likes and views and reposts, you're like, wait, hold on. Y'all like it. You find ways like, okay, what other kind of weird but cool, don't forget the cool part, still from Queens. What weird but cool things can I come up with? So it was finding that balance and just putting it out and staying consistent, really.
Yo, Day, can you
Hmm.
tell us? So you have definitely highlighted this. The fashion piece, you are a fashion icon. The fashion piece is core to your brand.
Yeah.
But you're just a businesswoman in general. Like we're gonna talk about daydreaming the project in a second because we definitely want to
Yes.
ask about that.
Getting
But
there. The music's there.
yeah, but let's talk about these other things because you're right. Like it's so many layers. So the music is one aspect, but there's the fashion and there's your other ventures that are also really important.
Yeah.
How did all of that stuff begin to materialize for you?
So again, as you build the brand, you start realizing, all right, people watch and people like it. What can I give the people? So it's almost like when you plan your merch or you start planning things that support the brand. So me, I remember doing a lip gloss tutorial on YouTube. And this was before like tutorials. This is like the very peak of tutorials. And that's probably it's still one of my like viral videos and it's over a decade old.
Mhm.
But people liked it so much, me talking about the lip glosses and the lipsticks. I was like, one day I'm gonna have my own lip line because if they like it so much, I gotta have that available.
Right.
And it took a couple years, but I eventually created Lip Gravy Cosmetics, and it is my lip line. Thank you. And of course, I highlight unique and fun colors that don't really exist because that's again my lane. I want to give stuff that is not available. I always want to kind of, give the other side of things. So I have colors you wouldn't think, the yellows, the weird blues and greens, and of course your reds, blacks, neutrals, but you're gonna find some color when you come to my side of things. So it's all in the branding, it's all in offering the people something to support you and be a part of your brand, feel a part of it.
Question for you because I'm
Sure.
sure that there are folks watching this and are like, I want to do what Day is doing. Where did that come from? The confidence to just kind of lean into the fullness of who Day Burger is. When did that kind of spark for you?
It is a journey to find within yourself. So mine started again. So we said the fashion was always the
Hmm.
standpoint for me, and dancing was very strong for me at first. It was not. It wasn't the music at first. It was dance, but that's still the love of music. So I actually backup danced for Little Mama. That's how I started. I auditioned like everyone else, and I went through the processes, and I was able to be one of her dancers for a long time and travel and kind of learn that world. And from that, when it was all said and done, I'm like, I write poems. I took my shit. Let me see what I got. I took my stab at it with the YouTubes and the different things, and it went from there. So it's kind of like finding what you like, finding what you want to do, and finding a way to bring it to life. Throw a backdrop up, turn the light on. It's a video, like just putting yourself out there, appearing at a lot of the parties, hosting and like performing my little songs. Now people know the songs because I've been, moving the
Yeah.
network.
Yeah.
Got to move around. So that's thank you to New York City too. Take the train to Brooklyn, host a rave out there, perform. Now they know my stuff out there. Now, they asking for me in the city and I'm just moving around and it's kind of just finding where you're wanted and flourishing there, at least trying to.
You know what?
Mm.
You said you just
Hmm.
hit the nail on the head about finding
Yes.
somewhere where you're not just tolerated, but you're
Hmm.
appreciated. And that
Yeah.
brings us right to Banjee Boombox. And before
Yes.
we get into what the folks can expect from you and your performance, just talk about the importance of a space like Banjee Boombox and other spaces like it to an artist
Yeah.
like a Day Burger. Talk about how important those places are.
Safe space collectives are very important right now, especially this day and age. We have so many people to include and not exclude, and it's so important because again, when I did start performing, it was like the hood was meeting like the underground culture, meeting the rave culture. It all came together into this conglomerate. that didn't really exist before. Like the hood was partying in the hood, the weirdos, we was partying here, So when it came together, it's like now we have this space, we have allies. Maybe you don't identify the same, but it was building like allyship. So it's important. I love open spaces where it's welcome, it's for us, period.
Yeah.
But it's also open for those who are allies and support and want to support. And it's just important. It's just very important.
Yeah.
Amazing. And so
So
clearly,
shout out to Banjee Boombox because they do bring a space like that. Everyone's included, everyone's highlighted and praised in their own sense for being themselves and being open and excited to just shine, you know?
Yeah.
absolutely. And so we know you're bringing the dance aspect as well as the
Mm.
flows. So like, tell us what, for those who haven't seen a Day Burger show, like what can we expect?
Oh, you can expect me
Yeah.
first. I'm gonna be done up. Like I'm chilling right now. We chilling in the crib, but I
Okay.
come through. I usually have two dancers or so with me. We have our choreography. Do not play with us. We have our little synchronized spits. We got bubble guns. We got confetti. We got candy burgers. Like it's kind of, I won't say a shit show, but it's the kind of shit like you want to be up in. If so, if it's a shit show, you want to play in some shit with me because it gets real fun. It gets really fun. Ooh, it's a shit show in the best way.
So, Day, you have your newest project, Daydreaming, which I've been
Yes.
humming, daydreaming, and I'm thinking all day. Like I just been just humming, listening to
Period.
your project. Tell us a bit about for this project. What did you want to accomplish? What do you want people to experience when they go and they press play on Daydreaming?
Well, daydreaming, I just tapped into myself a little more because again, I started where I started, but I've come so far and I've put out so many mixtapes and so many EPs. And they're always, I'm not gonna say gimmicky, but I always have like something I'm curating. I curate a vibe for each project. So this one, it wasn't as curated. It was just dedicated to me because it was spelled DAI,
Yeah.
daydreaming, little Daynine. And you can see her on the EP cover. So, everybody has to have that one childhood album cover, dedication. And that was mine. And it was just a reminder, like, like you did that, girl. Like, started here and you really never gave up. So keep daydreaming, keep building, feel good about whatever you're doing because that's the only way to make it work. You got to come full force. So it's a ode to just coming full force, being yourself, and blossoming in your own life. And I feel like that's what I've done and am doing. So I want everyone to have that epiphany too.
You know, J Ray, what just struck me is like I don't know if it's a Queens thing, but so like you said, the Daydreaming album cover is Little
Hmm.
Daynine. J
It
Ray, who
is. Thank you for
who
saying my
started?
name right. Thank you.
Absolutely, J Ray, who started that? Nas,
Nas
Illmatic
did, yes.
with the baby with
He's
the
one of the
kid with the
first.
childhood cover. So it's a
Shout
Queens
out to
thing. It's,
Queensbridge.
you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? It's definitely a Queens thing. And so before we wrap up, please, Day Burger, please tell the folks, our Q Points podcast listeners, how they can become a part of your clique and follow you and just keep up with all the things that you're putting out and being
Yes.
involved in.
Oh my goodness, yes. Well, first off, you got to just follow me because I'm always posting flyers and events. When people come into town, I'm the first person they should just be hitting up because I usually know what's going on. I have so many DJ friends and promoter friends, and they always keep me abreast of everything going on. So I just keep my ears to the street, and if you follow, your ears to the street too, because I'm gonna always share and always promote what's coming up next, like the Banjee Boombox.
Absolutely. Speaking of, so for Dayburger, thank you so much for stopping by and hanging
Of
out with
course.
us. So, if y'all listening, watching, however you are tuning in, be at Banjee Boombox on August 3rd. Dayburger will be on stage giving y'all everything that you need. Q points. We are going to be in Brooklyn. We're going to be in Brooklyn. So
Yes.
come hang out at Banjee Boombox August 3rd. Dai Burger, we can't wait to see you and just watch the performance and just hang out.
Thank you, Q Points Podcast. We in Brooklyn. Let's get it.
I love that.
Y'all owe me a dance, all right?
Listen, we don't even play on. There's no games on the dancing front.
Heard already. Say less, as the kids say. Say less.
Oh. Thank you, Dai.
I appreciate you guys.